So today we have a new Dailymaru episode. Now, some of you may not have seen Evernight's strip market dropped last night, which is just the new March SB, and she looks amazing. On the JP side of things, she hit the record in terms of likes for a drip market for any of the Amphorius characters so far. So big ups to March. And there are some people complaining about the design, especially people complaining about Don Hung's. However, I personally actually like the new Don Hung design, as well as the dragon summon that was shown in the trailer, and I really like March, right? Now, don't get it twisted, this does not mean that I'm going to fold, right? Right. I am already known for not folding in the first place. People just started spreading this propaganda that I always fold for no reason. Don't worry, guys. Your content creator is as strong as it gets. So March will not be folded on. An Oxa account is prioritizing Cyrene and, whatever future DPS I decide to get in version 4. My main account, maybe, right? It highly depends on how meta March is for a Cassie. If she isn't like a good RMC or Tribi replacement, I probably just won't bother, right? Like, in all honesty, I'm just not going to bother. And then, what's my other account? Is it my main account? Yes, my main account with Phanon and My Day. That one currently plans to go for Cyrene, so I can use her as a team buffer with my E2 My Day. And finally, I can stop complaining about his shit performance, right? So that's the plans for all my accounts currently. March is a big what if. And by the way, I would like to say we are very close to March and Don Hung's beta. According to HomDGCat, we are around 8 days and 5 hours away from Don Hung and March beta. So guys, be prepared for all the doom posting every single beta. I farm the fuck out of characters who I feel are underwhelming, or I'll farm characters that I feel like are incredibly strong, like I did with Cypher's V4, right? So be prepared for all of that. It's coming soon, right? And this also means that Cyrene's beta is as well on the horizon, less than 2 months away, which is going to be probably even crazier than March's and Don Hung's beta because of the whole, territory thing that people are pretty 50-50 on from what I've seen on social media, right? 50-50, one wants a territory because they're casuals and they only care about getting cool animations, and the other ones don't want territory so that they can just use Cyrene with any DPS they want to, the same way you can do with basically any other support in the game, right? Like Ruan May or Tribi. So we'll see how that all ends up playing out. Personally, you guys already know I'm on the side of not wanting a territory, or if she does have a territory, to synergize with territory users. The main argument I've been receiving in my videos is, these DPSs, these main push DPSs with territories, they already get all their best in slot supports released, and this doesn't make sense to me, because if territory DPSs already have best in slot supports and a general support isn't as strong as their best in slot supports, how in the world are you buffing that character? This is the argument I'm being met with. We don't want a general support to buff the territory DPSs when they're already strong and they already have best in slot supports anyways. Cyrene wouldn't replace Saridra in a Phanon team. She wouldn't replace Hyacine in a Cassie team. She especially wouldn't replace an E1 Tribi in a Cassie team, right? Like, she's not really buffing any of the territory DPSs. What I'm asking for is just for us to be able to pull a support and use them as an alternative option if we don't have the best in slot supports for every single main push DPS, right? But I don't want to get into this entire thing again. People disagree with me. It is what it is, right? At the end of the day, you can't expect everyone to agree with your opinion, right? I sometimes am guilty of not being able to realize this, and I need to tell myself offline, like, bro, not everyone's going to agree with you. Just fucking deal with it, right? So that's that, right? So as I mentioned earlier, March, a big what if, right? Once the beta comes around in around a week. The relic farming as of late. Oh my god, man, I hate this game's relic farming. So I've been relic farming on all 3 accounts, obviously consistently every single day for the last few weeks. And even with this double trash event, I swear to God, I haven't gotten a single upgrade. Not a single fucking upgrade for my Phanon, for my Cassie, for my Tribby, for my... Oh my fucking God, right? I generated like 40 to 50 ropes Rudolent on my Anoxa account because that's like the most replaceable piece he has with only 2 crit rolls, and I'm overcapping on crit rate with Sunday, right? So I generated 40 to 50 ropes, finally got an attack rope with double crit, and then it all went into crit rate instead of crit damage. Oh my god. And my Phanon, he hasn't gotten any upgrades. The only character on any of my accounts that has gotten a relic upgrade is my Hyacine on my Cassie account. I managed to get like a decent headpiece, right? And decent gloves if I remember correctly. And I managed to get S5 of the Gotcha Hyacine Light Cone. For those who don't know, it increases the wearer's max HP by 32% at S5, and then also increases outgoing healing by 32%, which is very, very strong alternative. I believe even at S1, it's competitive with the Herda Shop Light Cone, so you can imagine at S5, it's noticeably better, and now I don't need to feel the pressure of wanting to pull Hyacine's Light Cone. When Hyacine's rerun comes around, I'll likely just grab her E1, run it alongside that Light Cone, and it'll be fucking amazing for my Cassie, right? So that's all I have to say for today's Dailymaru episode. Be hyped. There aren't any new leaks as of current, so I apologize for that. You know, we do gotta be a little dead on the leaks every here and there, but you never know. Some leaker might post some bullshit. We might get early kit leaks, which I'd like to add, by the way. Unfortunately, we don't get these like we used to. Like, back in early Amphorius, we would get characters V0 kit leaked like weeks before they actually came out. I don't know what happened. I guess Hoyo started cracking down on leakers more because, man, we are going like down to the wire waiting until V1 comes every single time these days to figure out what a character's kit is, right? I'm hyped for Don Hung, right? This new MOC is obviously shilling the fuck out of Phanon, and it made me realize that if Phanon just gets a very strong sustain with good synergy for him, genuinely the man could instantly go up quite a few places in the meta, and I hope that's what they accomplish with Don Hung, since he's supposed to be free, right? Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Goon to Nobara. I have a Nobara background on my computer right now while you guys are seeing the, you know, whatever. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace out.